Good evening, hello, good afternoon, good morning. Hope y'all in another country, another world, another time zone. It's your boy Brate Podcast doing another episode. I got my two siblings, my twin, my homegirl Jamila, my other Virgo partner in crime. We're here doing our unedited, unscripted episode about some fails and derps that I really wanted to talk about. There's a third party I want to be here, but she can't be here because she's bartending, because I'd have been down there. I'm at the bartender. She be serving them drinks. But nonetheless, they know how we get down because we've done this before. You've heard them before. So I'm going to introduce them first, give them a little moment to say, hey, what's up? What's good? How y'all feeling? And then I'm just going to jump into the topic. And they already know because we made sure we got this prepped and set because this episode is going to be a little longer than normal. Normally I had 30 minutes. I had 45 minutes, so it's lit at the night show. Ooh. All right, so first off, I'm starting off with the trick 'em up, the cheat code. My twin, Chanel 9483. Too bad I'm 82 because I'm pop 35 coming on round the corner.
Whatever, you like what? A year older than me?
But I caught up body about a week ago.
A year.
And that's fine. Hashtag don't judge.
Judging.
And that's okay. Because on the other side of me, I got my sis, Jamila, my nurse, my cheat code go. Oh, and I'm sorry. Don't leave it the neglect. And I'm going to let it be known. My twin also nurses. So I got two nurses. So it's going to be an even better show because I got two nurses at the same damn time. I got Nelly
Nurses
and I got Miller.
Some real terrible communication.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Y'all need to tighten up out there.
So
this has got to stop.
If you can read from the title that I've shared, this conversation starts off with a trick up where you get the WYD, aka what you doing, leading into guys sending the most inappropriate thing called a dick pic, aka the penis pic, aka poopa-lolly, 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 poopa-lolly. So if y'all know about that song, I'll retro y'all in the loop. But anyhow, that's another story. So I have two really good sources that have experienced this. I've just experienced the WYD scenario, but I'm also going to be able to talk about how bad it is when that conversation starts off as a WYD and then it turns into a fail, aka trick 'em up. So I'm going to make this a fail balance type of podcast. So I'm going to start with Jamila because I know I've heard and you've stated and shared on numerous occasions that you have experienced the WYD leaning into the penis photo. So when you
no, let's be real. It's not penis photo.
Oh,
it's a dick pic.
Okay,
it's a dick pic.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay, it's all right.
Start over.
Hashtag.
So we're gonna start that over. From this point on, it will be referred to as
dick pic.
Dick pic.
And I'm gonna be
hashtag dick pic.
Hashtag dick pic.
Feel free to hashtag.
So as a guy, I'm gonna be adjusting his hand because I'm just not professional enough to say
you know nothing about
penis pic.
No,
dick pic.
It's a dick pic.
See, every time they catch me before they correct me at the door because they was waiting on me at the door with Bon Kui and Fifi and Knuckles and Dante from Devil May Cry. So I'm just making it clear. If I get kicked off,
can't let black people have podcasts.
Just make it clear. If I get kicked off, it's gonna be all right. So,
and that's fine.
It's gonna be all right.
Miller.
Yes, sir.
You done received that convo from somebody hitting you with the WYD, and you said, "Hey, what's up?" And it's like, boom, dick pic.
What are you doing?
You know what?
And then boom, dick pic. And then I'm like, I didn't ask for that.
Have you what has led up to that? Like,
all right, okay,
sometimes just random. Sometimes they just feel like they want to just bless you with a gift.
So let's rewind a little bit.
Picture.
All right, and so as a guy, this is where my education sense comes in because I'm not outnumbered 2-1, but I am outnumbered 2-1, which is okay. But I'm gonna make sure I make my clearance on understanding this. At any point, did the ping come from Ming Lee, or you just ain't do nothing? It's just y'all talking, and then it's like, hey, I ain't talked to you in a minute, so here's my dick, and bam. So, like, wait, I'm sorry. Let me make sure I do. Okay, that way they can hear it on the mic. So I'm gonna let Chanel die for a second, because you know it's gonna sound like that on the podcast. And if you die, that's fine. But as a true statement, and if I'll let everybody know in advance, if I'm sounding a little louder than normal, this blue Yeti is bae. right now, no real bay. So
Yeti and Seagram's gin.
And
That's right.
cruising 151. Won't he do it?
You will not.
I will do it. It's my podcast. I don't give a fuck. Explicit content, big. So you get all right. So hey, how you doing? I'm doing well, and you? Oh, I'm doing fine. Boom. I can't hit the mic again because they hear it again and be like, Lord, you trying to just make it hard. You trying to destroy our ears. So, boom, dick pic. What's the next story?
Then, I mean, it depends on what type of relationship I have with the person. If it's somebody that's random, just being thirsty and nasty or whatever, I'll ignore it, like, straight up.
Okay. All right. So, it's just to ignore and then keep it moving. Yeah. And that's, I want, like, a legitimate perspective because as the, I'm not going to say classy, as the, I can't say boardwalk and park place. For those of you who play Monopoly, you know the reference. For like the higher end board of Monopoly, that's where I'm at. So I can't send you the response like, hey, here's my date. Bam, I'm trying to get the poopalolly. What's up?
Okay, but you actually have a little bit of couth. Not all men.
Just a smidge. Right. I mean, but
So from the female perspective, especially if you try online dating, because that's where probably 9 out of 10 of my dick pics came from. When I was
Craigslist, Match.com. I'm sorry, not Craigslist. So Match.com.
I did Black People Meet, Match.com. You don't have to be OkCupid. No, not Farmers Only. And OkCupid. And you would try to start a conversation with them, and it would go for a little while.
Right.
And it would seem decent.
Right.
And then just like all of a sudden, just and it's very out of the blue typically. Like there's never a lead in. It's not like a hey, you want to send pics or anything like that. It's just like super random combo or
right.
You know, what are you doing? You know, whatever, and this and that. And it's a very random convo, a very generic convo typically.
Right.
And then dick in your phone. Except on my end, I had a roommate, so I made him look at.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. So all right. So that's the part that I want to talk about because Jamila's being secretive about it. I've heard you lies. Use your lies as alibis. Don't act like you. If you don't know, I will deal with them later. I will tell Teddy and I will tell In Vogue, and I'm sorry that I use y'all lyrics. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. But
this is why we going to court.
And that's fine. I'll be standing there, Judge, Father, help your children. And back to Lionel. So, okay. So, twin, you know, we've talked about this. And I can really feel like it would have been me if I'd known you at that time. But just to make it clear, one of your roommates who I know who will be here later, he's grinding. So, Big E, if you're hearing this or you hear this, you getting the shout out on the low and you ain't even know it. But he was the witness. Like LeBron James. Like, we are all witnesses. So it's like, bam!
Like, if I had... And he would... I don't know if it was like a facial expression or something that I did, but he would know when I got a dick pic. Because my face would change, and he would just look at me and he'd go like, dick pic, huh?
Right.
And I'd be like, if I gotta see it, you gotta see
Donation.
it.
Okay.
Because, and I don't think a lot of guys realize that. That's what, as females, that's what we do.
Right.
If you send us an unsolicited dick pic, and it is not up to par, we're gonna put it in group chat.
Yes. Okay, so
we're gonna talk about it.
So, all right, so dirt moment, because I feel like this is not. I guess this is the gray area that Brian didn't jump into because I didn't sign up for the class. So I'm gonna talk about it, and y'all both can chime in.
Sure.
Because I love this is a topic that I've been dying to do for a while, and y'all know I've been like, oh, we gotta talk about this because I feel like it's so real.
It really is because so many women suffer from it.
But if
people,
if old boy send you the joint. And it's like
little.
It's this size.
Skinny.
No.
Vienna sausage.
It's this size. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all let the size run for the numbers, and y'all play the women lie, men lie, women lie, men numbers don't lie. Y'all let it be the number, and then you look at it like that's cute. Where does the dance go after that? It's like, does it turn into a demo? Do you just shut down the mixtape, or do you say?
Honestly, I think and I can't speak for Jamila, but
I'm gonna jump on her. I'm coming to that.
Your small ones, which are pretty much, we're gonna make fun of that.
Right.
We're gonna make fun of
because you're mighty bold, sir.
Exactly.
So
you
this
sent your
okay. All right, wait a minute. So the moderator. So just so we're clear, the moderator just died. Real quick, I truly died, and that's fine. And it's so bad because I died and then the laptop died, but I feel like we're still recording, so we could just let God do what it does. But I know if this don't get recorded, then I really need y'all to understand. Yep. Look at. Won't he do it?
Won't he do it?
2 snaps and a crackle of pop.
I am so done.
So I'm telling you, sis, Miller, you don't understand. Like, I've been wanting to do podcasts like this for a while, and it's been last year I was going at it, I was doing it, but I was like, oh no, I'm trying to work on it, but it ain't right. But I got the Yeti, so it's life and bed at the same damn time. So you send you the junk, and you like, bing. No matter of fact, it ain't even bing. It's wait, Jamila, no. Chill out. Sound like somebody answered the phone. So you get the boop, and then what happened? That's cute.
I may say something like, "Oh,
okay."
That's where you get the O. That's when you'll get the one word back. If you've ever sent a dick pic, this is for the guys.
Okay.
If you have ever sent a dick pic,
okay,
and all you got back was O, don't do it no more. Mm-hmm. Okay, don't ever do it again. Because what you sent is not up to par for the female population. Just don't do it anymore after that. Like, never again.
Okay.
Take that one O and just apply it to the rest of your life.
I just got a flashback of the one time where somebody sent me a pseudo dick pic. It was not his penis.
Story time.
It was someone else's penis.
Whoa! Wait. Okay, time out. All right, can I ask? I'm so no. I don't even want to know how you know because I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm gonna ask one simple question, and I know what you're gonna say because I feel like this is gonna tell how much of a sibling grind it is. Based on his skin complexion and what he sent you, did the complexions match?
The complexions did match.
Was it more his status though? Because you had to look to see if you wanted the penis or you wanted the dick.
The problem was it was
he threw some layers.
Leg. No, it was like a leg in the picture. I'm like, that's not his leg.
Was it a muscle leg?
Yeah, it was a muscular.
And he was non-muscular.
He had no muscle.
See,
how am I? Oh my god! Like,
I just knew it wasn't. It wasn't him.
I'm praying for my friends who are listening to this podcast.
If you're going to send a dick pic, just go ahead and let it be yours.
Be authentic.
Because if we decide to go ahead and give up the poopalolly and you walk over there without the dick that was sent
exactly.
in the pic,
Excuse me, can you?
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
So do you walk back out?
Back. Like, this was a waste of my time.
So y'all can't see me because I don't have a webcam yet, but I'm working on it. But I'm backing away like from the mic.
Like, I mean, it's just there's no point in even sending
the
a
presentation
fake pic if that's what you're trying to get to. But those are typically people that have no conversational skills. Like, they get to a point in the conversation, they don't know what to do, so they just hit you with a dick pic. That's like the chicks that hit you with the WYD.
Right.
And everything, you can give them a full sentence back and it's, okay.
Alright, so...
And then that's it.
So this is where the moderator can be a little aggro and jump in because I am a writer. I am a blogger. I love to talk. I don't care if it's about sports, if it's about life, it's about anything. I can make the most random conversation about some shit like Starbucks, about Ugg boots in Starbucks, about Beats by Dre, about Apple events, about techie shit, about non-techie shit, about shit that's like 2%. Jamila and I will talk. We might not talk for a couple of weeks, and I can hit her up like, "Hey sis, what's going on?" And we'll sit in and have like a full dialect-based conversation while I'm taking calls at the same damn time. But the thing is, the conversation has substance. The flaw that a lot of women mess up. Now, we ain't looking. I'm sorry. I'm gonna speak as a guy because this is where I get to be a little aggro.
This is yours.
If the guy talks now, a lot of guys are on that thought grind and they get a picture of the pussy. that's cute and that's great, but is that yours? Number one. Number two, am I really gonna catch that, or are you just showing it to me to play with my emotions? Because my thing is, when I walk in the door, if the real estate is about that life, then it's gonna be what it is. And I feel like sometimes we present what we think is gonna be we present ourselves like, okay, text message and social media is a major trick 'em up, and both my twin and my sibling can both agree on this, because folks can make it like, oh, I'm about to, and I'm about to, you know, wait, you died because you know that's the sound effect. Did I lie?
No, you didn't.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Listen, that's exactly because you know when come on now, y'all should know when guys come off like, I'm about to bring my game. I got Gatorade, I got Aquafina, I got Dasani. I'm a Good night. Thanks for playing. You got nice part niggas backstage. You can go. My thing is, a lot of guys present what they ain't gonna do. And my thing is, it's better for you to just come clean like, so BT moment. And if it's TMI for them, oh well. Look, I'm not dancing with the show of all shows, but I bring what I got. I do what I do when I walk out. Mic drop, cup smack. Thank you, man.
But at least you went in there authentic.
Yeah, because I'm walking there
with a pic of a 13-inch dick.
Absolutely not.
3.
And thank you.
There's 10 inches gone.
Where is it?
So here's
go get it.
You didn't crop the picture. Did you crop your dick?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a problem.
It's crazy
Control,
because
Alt, delete.
abort. So all right, so guys, and Exxon moment, and I'm telling this story because I really want men to understand this. I'm emotional because it's so real. Do not walk in Exxon, CVS, or any place that sells protection and make yourself sound like you're doing some shit because you're walking out the store with a
condom.
No.
Magnum.
Thank you.
The Magnum.
Don't say Magnum like it's cute.
You can't fit.
No. You was right on. You spot on. But when they guys used to come into Exxon on some, let me get one of them Magnums. I'm sorry, what?
You're like, okay.
You want a Magnum? And then it didn't help because the guy behind him needs the extends.
And you're just like,
and I'm like, I'm sorry. Can I get what I'm used to using for the past multiple years? Because
just buy a box of condoms.
I'm accountable for this condom that's gonna fit on my dick.
Just
rhyming accidentally.
Just make it work.
Yeah, but it's a bells and whistles thing. So swimming away from the WID to dick pics, but it's blending into the story because I really wanted to be understood. Like the WID side can be a communication foundation or a communication fail because Chanel knows I'm about to go there. One of my friends who I've known for a while, all I had to do was say, hey. Never had to read the actual message that I got back. All I would do was read the signature. And either she was alive and well, or she was 10 minutes from dying. And Chanel just died. She'll be back in a minute.
I know exactly what Sprindy's referring to, and you could not say, how are you doing? Because it was a 10-page,
I'm
10
sending him a full page.
About, she's got this, she's got that. This is broken, that's broken. She's been to the doctor for this, there's that, there's this. And her signature was like, living for me and mine. Yeah. And stuff like that. Where you just like... So you're obviously having a bad day. Okay.
And that's
let me not converse with you for the rest of
I'm just going to say thank you. Enjoy your week.
Right.
Hope you're well.
Oh my God.
Those are people you can't communicate with.
Yeah.
And then you have the people with the WID. And you're like, you try to communicate. And you get a one word. So you try to pull a little more out of them. You get maybe another word. And then you try to put a little more out of them, so you might get a sentence, and then you're just like, "Fuck it."
Right.
And
then you get fed up.
You get fed up, and then you have girls that get upset. He stopped texting me, and da 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 da. Well, you weren't really texting him. You weren't communicating with him. You can't force someone to create the conversation all the time.
True.
You know, if you're not able to converse through text, say, hey, let's meet face to face.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not good on the phone.
Right.
Which is me. I'm terrible on the phone. I hate being on the phone. I can talk to you through text. But, okay, I can't talk through text. But I'm really good in person. Okay, well, let's get together. Let's meet. But it's like those terrible communicators, those WIDers, those are the same people that'll be like, hey, let's get up later.
Yeah.
Okay, when?
I haven't heard from you in how many months?
But then it'll be like, okay, when?
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing. Or, okay, where? They have no concept of space and time. Or they'll give you the place,
and
not the time.
Or the time, not the place.
Not the place. And you're like,
I need instructions.
So
I'm going to just meet you. I'm going to just figure out where you are. Like, they have terrible communication skills.
Yeah.
And then when you pull away from them, they want to make it like you are the problem. And it's like, nah, you just suck to talk to.
So twin, you know I'm gonna be the big brother, aka Pop for a second, because we gonna talk about it. Because this is not like a bad conversation. This is just an understanding. No, it's an understanding of reality. Because we went over this a lot, and Miller knows about it as well. One of the biggest things that caused your current transition was lack of communication.
Very much so.
And I'll tell the story, and if I'm dancing too far, just stop my dancing so that way I can put on some sandals. You were involved with someone for a few years.
2 years.
2 years.
Two and a half.
Yeah, long enough.
Right.
I tried. You were involved with someone for 2.5 years, and he was at that time defined as, considered as the one.
At that time.
At that time. And then Halloween was a trick 'em up, but it was already kind of boiling. No, it was boiling.
Says I whooped his ass on.
It was boiling. It was boiling before then, and then that was just like melting pot. So it was just like fuck it.
On Halloween,
and
I beat his ass. That was not on purpose. I am not proud of that.
No,
and I apologize profusely. But I whooped his ass Halloween.
I mean, and that's where the accountability factor comes in. So which is, I mean, that's no big deal. You've made changes since then. You're happily involved with Crystal, and she is the best thing for you, and y'all are working it out, going through y'all phases and processes, which is what it is. But it's a different. Can I die real quick, please? But it's a much different comfort that I can see. But the difference now is you're getting a better understanding of how important communication is, because Miller, you probably talked to Chanel about this, and I've talked to Chanel on numerous. Like, I feel like we've had Starbucks sessions numerous times where it's like, Chanel, communicate.
I came out of a relationship of non-communication into a relationship where that's all she wanted to do was express her feelings and talk about communication. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that because the person I was with did not communicate at all. Or feelings weren't a thing, so there was no communication.
Right.
You know, or it was the WYD. I got WYDs from him all the time. And then
every hour.
Then it would be, okay. In the conversation.
Thanks for playing.
That was it. Like,
in the transmission.
Right?
Dollop.
And downtown.
Man.
Or as Dustin would say, and scene. You know, so I came from that lack of communication to a relationship where that's what she wants to do, and I'm like, do what now? Like, I don't want to talk about this.
Crystal communication level is on like 9 million,
and I went from 0 to 9 million.
And it's like, because her 9 million communication kicks in, when moments come up, you're like wait, whoa, bag. All right, and so I'm being equal, because you not gonna sit over here and act like I'm not gonna acknowledge this conversation, because I know about your guy and I heard about him, and I'm seeming like it's such happiness because it's such a happy place. Don't do that. Don't.
See, Jamila's over there sitting quietly. Jamila has gotten the dick pics. Jamila has gotten the WID.
But the exciting.
The terrible communication.
Can I ask a petty question?
Yeah.
And if he's listening, I'm sorry. No, it's really not a bad question. It's just a legitimate okay. Thirst bucket. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not that guy, but thirst buckets are going to be thirst buckets. Yeah. They don't understand your scenario. Like if you're with somebody for whatever reason, when you're involved, twin, you can relate. You're involved, and suddenly it's, oh, you got somebody. So this is my turn to slide up and let me make my known measures of like I'm trying to get with you, and it's like I wasn't involved, and now here it is. You trying to get some ping from me. So, number one, how good is your communication currently? If you really had to scale it on 1 to 10, 10 being like good, like great, and 1 being like he don't talk to me at all.
You mean a particular person, or just
with anyone, or with a particular person?
I would say I communicate as far as
you make your communication clear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Better question. How does the communication come from the other party? Or from various parties? Like, okay, if it was like a legit number 1 draft pick that was really out there, like I'm on my grind, like I'm really trying to get with you. Mm-hmm. I'm not on my thirst bucket game. My Gatorade and my Aquafina's in the car. I'm just trying to be with you. Mm-hmm. Are they on level 10? Are they working on it at like 5? Or is it just not working out?
Now, it depends on their sincerity. If it's somebody that's really, really being sincere and trying to be with me, then I give an honest chance. I usually give them an honest chance. And then when I say an honest chance, I mean my undivided attention. Okay, that's what I mean. What I say. And which means if somebody tries to talk to me, then I'll say, I'm involved.
Okay.
Or not a good time. I mean, because I'm private.
No, you got it.
I'm private, so I don't even necessarily always say. I'll say something. I'm working on some things, or whatever, and not a good time, and I'll just leave it alone like that. If you continue to pursue,
then there's a problem. All right, so
I've already told you. No. Right.
So, question for both of y'all.
All right.
Matter of fact, and I'll answer it too. If you're we're gonna acknowledge, even though you're with someone, we're acknowledging you in non-pursuit mode.
Okay.
Because you experienced this. Twin experienced this. And I'm still dead because I think about the Instagram story, which I'm still dying off of. When you're in not pursuing mode, and for those who are listening, so I can give you all an understanding, go into a convenience store, look for the biggest bottle of water or Gatorade, and just look at it and think of thirst. As a male or a female, and that's the level of thirst that a lot of guys present when they're trying to get whatever it is they're interested in, or females. Because I want to be equal opportunist. Yeah. When the Gatorade switch, matter of fact, no, because Aquafina, was it Aquafina? No. Deer Park had the big ass bottles, borderline. When Deer Park had the big ass bottles on sale for like 2 for $2 or 1 for $1, whatever, they had the big ass bottles. So when they come at you on some Deer Park, I'm trying to grind. So background music, I'll let y'all know. She's in her Pokemon Go mode, and if y'all hear it, we gonna still be talking because it's not nobody sneezing. It's nobody asking for a t-shirt. Jamila, I'll tell you that story later. If they're coming at you with that full Deer Park bottle, knowing they ready to be on some thirst mode, how prepared are you for their approach?
I think being a woman and the fact that in this society men sort of feel like they have the right to just approach you regardless.
AKA hunt.
Yeah, they automatically, if you're out, they automatically feel like they have the right to approach you. Okay. So as women, we're sort of always prepared to be, either accept a number if we want to, or deny it. And typically, one of the things that we experience a lot is even if we say that no, or we say that we're involved, or we say that we're not looking, they continue. They still push, and they keep pushing, and they keep pushing. And it's like, I'm telling you no for a reason.
Right.
And a lot of men, not all men, Not all men, by all means, not all men, but you have a lot of men that take no as a challenge,
aka misinterpretation. Okay,
it's not. It's like,
I mean, yeah, you just your story. Yeah,
you know, I have a girlfriend, so at this time,
me being a lesbian,
but I have guys that take me being a lesbian as a challenge.
Turn around.
Sorry. So many
my bad.
You know, and so, but then, you know, they still have no communication ability. And it's like, not only are you a waste of my time because I am not attracted to you, but you have, talking to you is a hot mess.
Yes.
I don't want you either way.
Okay. This is not.
There's no thrill.
You are not giving. You are not giving me what I want right now.
You are not giving me.
I love what I love, and your penis is not your dick. Your dick is not what I need.
I don't want.
Again, explicit content. So if you do not like what I am saying, I apologize. 30 minutes later.
But I mean, and I know it goes for guys as well.
Yeah.
And not even girls being persistent, but girls expecting you to do all the work. Yeah. Where, especially with like communication, with effort and everything, they feel like it's all you. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you've experienced.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my answer, but I want to be fair and give ladies their opportunity. So, hello.
No, not the ladies, because this is.
I'm gonna give I have my answer because I have an easy conversation.
This is from the guy's perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of, and me being,
so
I'm not a typical female thinker, and really Jamila isn't either. We don't have
y'all
that
think
whole. You need to chase me. You need to do this.
I'm just you need to be consistent. If you say I'll text you tomorrow morning, you text me tomorrow morning, or you will not hear from me until 3 days. Until tomorrow morning.
Because I'm.
Hey, wait. I feel bad. I feel like I'm being attacked. I think I need to give an answer. I'm sorry. Is it safe?
If tomorrow morning is 3 days later, that's when you'll hear from me again.
I'll make sure I text you 3 days later, Jamila. I'm sorry, sis.
2 hours. It will take me
sorry.
86.
I felt my soul was being stolen by Lake Minnetonka.
But it's sort of the whole idea of you need to make all the effort.
Okay.
And it's like, and I know, like, from some of the females that I've been around, typically I tend to stay away from those type of females, but some of the females I've been around feel like the man is supposed to do everything.
Right.
If you go out, he's supposed to pay the bill. He's supposed to pick the place. He's supposed to plan the date. He's supposed to text you first. He's supposed to call you first. He's supposed to initiate communication.
Yeah, and you got to meet each other halfway in some instances.
And actually, how do you feel about that?
No, I'm glad you said that, and that's why I'm gonna get to Jamila so I don't get yelled at because I feel like Chanel just slit my throat, but it's okay, and I'm good because I'm a big kid now. So I have two ways of presenting this because of my last relationship that ended over a year ago that failed horribly in communication. I'm gonna come back because the moment just kicked. But my truth for that being, because of how bad communication became, it caused me to block her in every social aspect. Except the one social aspect that I don't use, aka the Snapchat. Mm-hmm. So when I'm there and I'm posting stuff, I'm on the way to work, I'm on the way home. I'm gonna give you interaction to MagFest. I'm gonna give you what I'm doing in my life. I'm gonna give you the fact that I'm happy. I'm gonna let you know I'm doing well. But as far as tagging me in videos, and this is not to be subliminal to this person. And this is not to throw shade because I have no windows in my soul other than just to be honest. I've worked very hard. And this is, I'm personal, y'all, the two of y'all are sitting here, but I'm talking about this kind of y'all don't exist, so don't take it personal. I've truly accepted where I am and where I'm going. And I think the number one thing that I've emphasized for 2017 is I'm all about my brand. And I think that's why, I got my microphone. I'm going to work on my podcast. It's not just those things. It's my brand as far as the podcast as a whole, as well as me as a person. And that's why both Jamila and Chanel get my morning text messages. And I think at least 2, maybe 3 messages a week are about branding. But it's because I've become an advocate of learning how important my brand is, because your brand goes beyond what you're doing on the surface. It's who you are, how you represent yourself. Even if you post a ratchet video about Bad and Bougie cooking up dope with the Uzi on set, woo woo. No, please. Sorry, not sorry. It's more so about me being willing to accept who I am and where I stand. So I've cut one person kind of to so much of a little to no level, and another person I've cut them where they pretty much have no way of contacting me, let alone at work. And they can no longer do that. And if I see them at work, both of you all remember the American Gladiators, and it was the game of assault, where the one where you'd have to like run up to the different events and like shoot different cannons and like duck and dodge. I literally duck and dodge if I'm on a certain floor at work to make sure that I don't see this person. And I'm fine with it because I don't have anything to say to you. If anything, hello, hope you're doing well, goodbye, because you're non-existent to me, because I told you about yourself and you still ain't fixed shit, and it doesn't matter to me because you're not helping, harming, or destroying what I'm trying to work on. And that's truly what I'm doing. But to answer your primary question about community, like as far as the communication cue, communication to me is very relevant. And I've learned it's like exceptions to it, because you can talk to somebody and not have to talk to them on a consistent basis. Like both of y'all, I've mentioned a friend of mine who she lives outside of Richmond and has known me like over half of my life. And she's a person who, if I message her right now and say, hey, what's going on, sis? We'll literally pick up and have a conversation like I talked to her yesterday.
As if nothing's wrong.
Yeah, because it's that type of a bond and that type of a friendship. Right. And even if it's weeks, even if it's days, even if it's months, you got to let people go through their phase and go through their emotion. Like with her, she's working on her brand. So I've been letting her like, yo, do your brand. Like she's like, Brian, I'm going to be a little distant, so don't take it personal. Girl, go, bye. I'm alive, I'm fine, I got other folks taking care of me. If they don't get me right, you'll be here to get me straight, because...
But that's totally different from the people that
barely talk to me once in a while.
Consistently.
Yeah, I mean, so the consistent killer is the burner. And I think that's why when I look at my phone, there are a lot of people who I will talk to today. And if I don't hear from them in 2 years, I'm not upset. But if I was to send them a message and say, hey, you alive? And if I don't get no response, I can still keep it moving. So that's my best way to answer that question. But it's more so about just, I've truly been forced to learn how to focus on Brian, because I feel like this is, and Miller, this is one of those, I think I may have had this conversation telling you, but last year we came back from MagFest and I was really pushed on learning how to focus on Brian. I kind of had it right, but I kind of fucked it up. And that's okay. But the added bonus to it was I learned from it as to what I did wrong in 2016, and I've improved on it in 2017. So that's why going for like doctor's appointments, taking time off, and just like doing me. Big shocker that a lot of you might be surprised by is there are going to be some days that I might take time away from the home and just go to myself and just go into airplane mode and say, sorry, I have no phone, I'm dead, but I'm alive. If you need me, you know how to get me. And that's kind of what I'm working on.
Yeah, but that's different than purity.
Not talking?
Lack of
knowing how to communicate.
Exactly. Like,
you know how to.
That's the thing, is you can actually communicate, whereas there are people that have no clue how to do it effectively. Yeah. There's, when you know how to communicate, like three of us, we can go missing on each other for 2 weeks and then pop back into a conversation as if
nothing happened.
No time has gone by.
Right. That's true.
And, or drop in and say, hey, it's been busy, just checking on you. All right, bye. Then you have other people that will go months without saying anything, and then you get a random ass WID.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. But see,
and you're like, well, I'm living.
Wow.
I'm alive.
Prospering. And where the fuck have you been?
Are you still alive? Are you still functioning?
What do you mean WID? Why are you here? And then it's WID and that little combo, and then they're gone missing again. Because if you don't make the effort,
You stuck.
They're not going to.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I think guys deal with the WYD more, whereas girls deal with the convo dick pic.
Yep.
Random ass dick pic. To which, guys, I just want to point this out. We share them.
I get a lot of WYD texts.
You know.
I mean, sorry, I mixed them all together.
No, you good.
You get them all.
Yeah, but I get a lot of WYD.
I do feel like guys are now picking up on the WYD.
Because it's guys that know. I feel like it's the ones that know they could do better at communicating and know they could. So they just kind of
take the easy way out.
They try to take
that gentle way out.
Yeah,
hey,
just try to ease
WYD.
Like,
you're like,
hey.
It's been 3 days.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
I've
true.
already been on a date.
Right.
All right, so
we already broke up 3 times.
So I'm a little under 5 minutes, and I swear I did not expect this to go in this direction, but I love it. And this is one of those like unplanned yet planned, because it was like,
this
okay,
is one of those we had a topic and didn't stick to it,
but it still worked because
we sort of still did.
No, it stuck because we still talked about communication. Everything. The main. So the WYD, the dick pics, kind of swayed into the communication queue, which is what I wanted it to do, and I'm fine with that because I really wanted like everybody to give their input. Like it's a challenge. Like all right, so let me get up here so I can act like I'm being productive. I'm not, but don't judge me. So my point, what I want to say is kind of like my closer. I'm gonna make this like my closer, and then I'm gonna give the ladies their time to like speak on anything that they want to add. Social media plugs, blog plugs, whatever you want to do. Snapchat plugs. Borderline as fuck, but I told you. I mean, it said explicit content, bad and bougie bitches and shit, and fuck, goddamn and shit, all of that. Fuck,
Take the
fuck. Let me add one more. Fuck.
It will.
Twice. I truly am glad that we've sat and had this podcast topic, conversation, episode, scenario, situation, exile, trick 'em up, aka just true truth of folks hopefully understanding how important it is to like not let the WID fail be the trick 'em up of I can't talk to you when in reality you can actually talk to someone. So guys, put your penis back in. I'm sorry. So I was supposed to be doing dick. Put your penis back in drawers and
unless we ask for it.
Start wearing black sweats. Cause I wore dark gray sweats because I was not gonna share none of it. Share fuck. No, I'm keeping everything to myself because I have nothing to share for anybody. But when that time comes, but when the time comes, when the dating scenario happens, it'll happen. And that's one of my things I talked about in my year in review from last year. If you haven't read that, brate82.wordpress.com. Low key plug. Yeah, because I want you all to understand how important it is to like date and court and interact with your partner.
Actual courting and communication.
Yes.
Courting is the trick 'em up of all time.
Please try.
So if you can do that, it might give you a better chance of learning what that person likes to drink when they go out. Because
what they want to talk about.
Yeah, because if she goes to the bathroom and you don't know what she like to drink, you fucked. But so
like order it while she's gone.
So my last little less than 2 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and give quick closeout. So Miller, if you got anything you want to close with?
Lovely podcast. Save the dick pics for people to ask for them. And when you say I forgot to say this pet peeve. If you say WYD to me and I reply, such as I'm chilling, what are you doing? And then you don't reply, just understand that can be like we're done.
We're done.
We're done here.
Follow her on Twitter at GG78, GHI78. She tried, but I got her covered.
Yes.
Twin, you got anything covered?
Honestly though, that is a serious pet peeve. I am so glad you pointed that out. Like she said, no dick pics unless asked for or unless you are swung like a horse. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Other than that, put it away. Follow me on Instagram. Okay. Bushoujohime, BUSHOUJOHIME on Instagram. And I think Tumblr. No, Tumblr is UNIQUEMOI04.
Oh, wow.
And then same thing, UNIQUEMOI04 at work.wordpress.com. And then there's Twitter, which is smooth
Criminal.
Not criminal. Criminal. N-U-H. There's a story behind that. We'll get to a podcast on that one day. People, please learn to communicate.
And thank y'all for listening with these last few seconds. As always, BT signing out. Brate Podcast closing out.